think it kind of boils down to trust for me. Like,
Mhm.
we talk so much about like trustlessness and Web3, and I understand the concept and like why people kind of harp on that. And I
Yep.
understand the value of not needing to like know necessarily the person you're interacting with to have some sort of transaction. But there is such a level of trust involved for people who don't understand what a smart contract is or how to read code or like what is this blockchain thing and why does that work. And you see so many headlines about scams. And so I feel like
Yeah.
the education piece is like the individual empowerment. Like you don't necessarily have to trust what someone is selling you if you know the right questions to ask and where to look for the right information so that you can make informed decisions for yourself.
Certainly. Yeah. Asking the right questions really is such a valuable mindset that not all the people really have to make outside the space anymore in life. I mean, we look at society because of the ability for regulators to step into almost every aspect of our life. It's sometimes people might say overstep, but for things like food, for things like like banking and finance, the average person really has everything laid out before them, at least in the US, and they don't have to worry about much. But when you come into cutting edge technology, all of a sudden, it's a bit like a Wild West where anybody can launch a flashy website. They can make a pretty, legit looking white paper, but actually be a scam on top of that. What type of questions would you recommend people ask or consider when they're looking at these projects? So, like for example, one of the things that I always look for is whenever I'm considering buying into a project or if I'm considering investing, is actually to look at, is the team public? Is their face on the website? Do they have LinkedIn attached to that? Because while anonymous projects aren't necessarily illegitimate, it's a much lower likelihood that they will be if they have the team public. What kind of steps do you follow?
Yeah, that's a great one. That's one of the first things I'll suggest too. And there are certainly some projects out there. I'm sure. Don't ask me for an example, but that where team members are not doxxed, they're anonymous, and they
Hmm.
still have integrity in their work, and they put
Absolutely.
forth amazing products. But yeah, if I can't see your face, then I'm a little concerned about why the anonymity thing is such a big deal for you. But for me, I think I usually tell people, if they can't engage with the team and ask questions and receive like some pretty interactive engagement with them in their community, if they look for some documentations and don't understand something and they reach out and they're not getting a response, or
Good one.
like those things are red flags for me. So it's okay to not understand everything. Like I go and look at projects all the time, and if I don't get it and I reach out on Twitter or Discord or Telegram and like nobody can answer my questions, or I'm not even really recognized, then for me, I'm out.
Yeah, that's a great one because for projects who have integrity, being able to address even those hard questions from the dev team or from the founding team is tremendously important for the growth and development of a project. Because as you emerge into the blockchain space, be you educational content creation, developer, business, anything, even marketing, what you're going to realize is that you don't have all the answers. There is no way for anybody in this space to know everything. If somebody says that they're a foremost expert on this, unless they've been in the space for 10 plus years, I would not trust them because it moves so fast. It evolves so quickly. What was a blockchain 5 years ago is no longer a blockchain today. It's, it's a dinosaur.